Good morning, YouTubers. Today is April 11th, 2017, and it's kind of slushy day outside today, raining, part snow. But anyway, I was still, well, well, this is what I'm going to say. I've been surfing towards YouTube about trying to study about the antichrist as myself. Like I study the Bible itself, and I see a lot of false information about the Antichrist. And most American people, not all of them, okay, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying all of them, but most people, even Canada, all over the place, thinking that the Antichrist happens to be the, I'm going to say this, the president of the United States. I mean, the president is the Antichrist. That's what most people are saying. And first, they were talking about George Bush Jr., that he was the Antichrist, and they had another president of the United States, which is Barack Obama, saying that he is the Antichrist. He's going to rule the world. But everything changes again when they selected another president of the United States, which is Donald Trump today. And now they're saying that he is the Antichrist. And to me, that sounds like they're just guessing of who is the Antichrist. But let me show you what I learned from the Bible when I studied the Bible. You have to remember Lucifer, all right? Lucifer, the angel, the bright and morning star, which was given an instrument for him to have music, a trumpet. Okay? And the reason why I'm talking about Lucifer, because Lucifer wanted to be the most high God himself. And Lucifer wanted to overthrow God's throne and sit on that throne. But apparently he was cast down into earth, not in the pits of hell. That's not what the Bible says. The Bible said that his followers, the other angels, were cast into hell, but Lucifer himself was cast into the bottomless earth, unearth-shaped world yet. That's where he was cast down. And when that happens, Lucifer was still alive on this earth today, which basically he lived the entire life, I should say, on earth. Now, since he couldn't build or take over God's throne in heaven, he built another kingdom in this world. All right? Are you listening to me good? Which means that Lucifer has built a kingdom on this earth, this planet Earth. Okay? And the Antichrist will happen to be Lucifer, not the presidents. Okay? And the reason why I'm saying this is because we have to remember how Lucifer used to look like a beautiful, most high angel that had been adored and loved by other angels. That's how Lucifer looked like. He was an angel and still is an angel of light. Very handsome, very beautiful angel. That's what they called him in heaven. But when he was cast down to the earth, they call him son of perdition. Little horns. Yeah. So that's the name that he has, Lucifer, son of perdition. Now, when the Antichrist show up, he will be the most very handsome man. Maybe young in his mid-20s or late 20s or early 30s. I'm not so sure. But this man, the Antichrist, will look extremely handsome. And and his face will be like young. Okay, and this is so hard for me to explain. But however, I'm gonna try my best for you to actually understand who's the antichrist will be. So this man, the antichrist, will come and rally a nation, but after the World War III happens, then the antichrist will come and appear saying that he is the Almighty. I mean, after all, Lucifer wanted to dominate the world. He wanted to be the most high gods. In the Bible, it talked about it. You know. In Genesis, he was talked about being the most beautiful angel in the world, in heaven. So this Antichrist will be very handsome, very beautiful, very like how am I going to say this? Like his facial face will be so perfect, and when he speaks, he's going to speak like no one has ever heard before. And we all know that most the president, especially Barack Obama, only rallied a couple of nations in this world. But this Antichrist will rally a global. When I say global, I mean the whole world. That's what I'm talking about. So Lucifer will be the Antichrist, not the presidents. None of them. They speak with great words, but not powerful words, what the Antichrist will say. Because when I say something like this, I have seen him in my dream, the Antichrist. It is very hard to put in words how he will look like. But I can tell you this, he will speak to the global with powerful and reassuring peace in this world. Sure, Barack Obama speaks one of them, but he is not the Antichrist. Like I said, this man will be beautiful and very handsome, almost too perfect. Just like Lucifer, he was perfect in God's creation. He was the most beautiful angel that angels has ever seen. That's how this Antichrist will look like. Because this Antichrist is and will be Lucifer. Because he couldn't do what he wanted to do in heaven. Dominate. Wanted to take over the kingdom of heaven. And now he is successfully building a kingdom in this world. So that's the message I wanted to share with you. You know, all the people who thinks that the Antichrist is the president. I mean, Barack Obama is black and half, I don't know, mixed race. But he's not a handsome guy. George W. Bush Jr., or should I say, is not a handsome man, not a gorgeous man. So is Donald Trump. He's old, wrinkly. I'm not saying this to insult them. I'm not insulting any presidents in the States. But for people who are guessing that the Antichrist are the president, they're not. And this is the only short message I want to give out. That Lucifer is the Antichrist and will become in full power after the World War III. Then the 7 years tribulation will start. It will be very hard. Most Christians will give up Christ just to live. They will deny him. If you think that you're not going to deny him, don't be too surprised if you're going to, when somebody tells you, renounce your Christ and live freely, which you will. Even if you say no. Just like what Peter did. He denied Christ 3 times before well, you know what the Bible says. Peter denied Christ 3 times just before sunrise. Interesting, isn't it? Alright, so that's the message I wanted to share with you. For all you people who thinks that the Antichrist is the presidents, no. I'm sorry to say that, but no, they're not. So, hopefully that this message will change everything. Alright, later. Bye.